Okay guys, I'm gonna show you pretty much how to take off forks from the triple tree. These are the forks that I built with all internals, 20 millimeters valves, rebound and compression valves, and a 0.95 oiling spring and Oiling's rolling track oil. I weigh 160 pounds right now, more or less 62, 65. And as I mentioned before, these are the 2012 forks, and I think these forks are great for street, but hasn't worked for me in the track. So I'm just gonna take them off. This is to lift the triple tree. You gotta get into the hole here and lift it up. I gotta take off my safety wire. These pins here, I already have a safety wire. Just gotta take off the clips. Clips there. Clips here. Okay, these bolts here for the calipers are 14 millimeter, and these pinch bolts are 12 millimeter. All right, the ones that are gonna be a pain in the butt to get are these ones here, the lower triple, which are over there. So you can see them here. I don't know if you can see them over there, right there. Those are 10 millimeter. I have this one. I would suggest get yourself one like this one. This wrench that you can twist it around, and you'll be torquing it one the other way. I'm torquing it better way, because if you try to do it with this thing like this, there's no room. There's no room, no way, and it's a pain in the butt. And you're gonna need 22 millimeter to loosen this nut, and obviously you're gonna need 5 millimeter Allen key here to loosen this, so that way you can slide your fork out. All right, let me set up everything up and then I'll show you. All right, one thing I forgot to mention, guys, is like once you have your clip-ons set up the way you like them, if you're gonna do this like this, make sure you center the clip-ons to the center of the bike. And what I like to do is I measure from this point, either from this point to this point, or from this point to this point, and take a note of that. Measure from this point here, the center of the clip-on here, to the end, to this tip here of the seat, and same thing from the other. That way, when you put them back, when you put the other forks and you're ready to torque everything up, you just gotta match up this again, because if you try to do it again, it's just too much pain in the butt. Once you know which are your preference on the clip-ons. If you have stock clip-on, well, obviously you don't need that, because the stock clip-ons just go underneath here, and there's a hole here that they attach to themselves here, so you don't need to worry about that. All right, the bike's in the triple tree now. As you can see, the bike's full extended now, with the forks are full extended with the tire on. So I think you want to measure that to see what's the length on that. Want to see what length you got. To the top of the torso, like right here. I want to measure that. So it's telling me it's almost 5 inches. 5 inches or 12, 25, 100, 129 millimeters. Like 128 millimeters. Alright, so any of these forks, I got no preload on it. No preload, nothing. So we're gonna measure how much are they right now. On the tops of the door seal, and with no load, obviously, because there's no bike pulling it down, the tires, it's 127, yeah, 27. So it's 2 millimeters or millimeter and a half, 1.5 millimeters with the tire weight pulling down on the tire. Alright, so I'm gonna measure it when the tire is off. Let me see what's the difference. Hey guys, welcome back to my little sanctuary, my garage. Like you can see, beautiful riding day today. But whoever's out there riding in this rain, just be careful. Anyways, come back here. I just finished up putting up. I finished this up yesterday, putting up my 2010 forks with the O-links internals. Like you see, I have like 2 millimeters showing here. The 2012 forks, I had like 4 millimeters showing there. When I bought the bike, they were pretty much flush where the fork cup is, but I'm like a little lower. I tried it with the 4 millimeters showing, and it worked for me. It was nice, but I don't know. Just trying to see what the difference. Trying a different setting. So I just had like 2 millimeters showing on each side, and I just gonna do a basic setup on the thing. But this one will be just for track settings. And I'm gonna show you pretty much what I mean. Over here is the compression. This is the compression valve, and right here is in full soft. So we're gonna see how many turns it has. So that'll be 1, 2, 3. It's like three. It's like 3.5 turns. I probably missed when I, let go. It was there. So now it's in full hard. The lines are showing there. The point mark here is matched with the other point mark on the adjuster. So I'm just gonna go 1 turn over here, and that's it. 1 turn. This is for the compression damping, so it doesn't go all the way down. It will keep you, just in case the forks are too soft, it won't go all the way down. If you got too much in the soft side, the forks will bounce all the way down. So just to prevent, so they don't go all the way down. All right, now on the Rebound, I have it in full soft right now, full soft. So we're gonna count how many turns too hard. 1, 2, 3, 3.5. Alright, so that's 3.5 turns. I like it on the stiffer side, so I'm just gonna go from this point 1.5. I'm gonna do the same thing here. That's 1, 2, 3 and a half. Alright, so from this point I will go, that's simple, pull hard right now, so I'm going to go backwards to soft to 1 and a half turns. That's my rebound. And I'm going to show you my how many turns has the spring preload. The spring preload. Okay. So you use one of this. It's a 90mm nut here. So align it to something that is straight up, and then you can do turns from here. This is full soft right now. Full soft. No compression damping. No preload. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 15 turns, almost 15 turns, like 14 and 9/10. So from this point, I like it because the springs are pretty good for me. So I'm gonna go 10 turns backwards. So just have 5 turns from soft to hard. So I'm just gonna go from full preload, 10 backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 from full compression. So this is already turn it backwards to soft on the right fork. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so that's 5 turns of compression damp of preload, and it should work for me. But this is just a base setup, you know, like once I go to the first session, 2 sessions, and check my zip tie here, see how much it bottoms out the zip tie here. If it goes like here, maybe need more preload or more compression damping here. But I just need to ride the bike in order to know this exactly. So right now it seems like this is a good setup. This is the way I had it on my other bikes. This is what I understand the best. The other forks, I mean, I had a good setup, but I still didn't have the feel that I want. So that's why I did this. So yeah, that's it. I wanted to show you that. That was just basic setup on the forks. For me, it would be track setup. If you were riding this on the street, then maybe you want to add maybe another turn or turn and a half of rebound, and maybe a little more preload on the spring, you know, to have better damping on the fork, so you don't feel the bumps. And the compression, I think you could leave it the same. That would be fine. But you know, my setup for streets, for track. So that would be, I think, a good starting base setup. And I will let you know how it feels. I'll be at the track in 2 weeks, hopefully. Hopefully it's not like today, and I can enjoy the bike. Alright guys, see you later. Enjoy yourselves.